Bills are piling up. It's May 13th, 2025, and these are your headlines. I'm not talking about utility bills as the Texas House races towards its Thursday night deadline to pass House bills legislation. Lawmakers are now confronted with a predictably massive backlog, one largely of their own making. Now, under House rules, any House bills not voted out by midnight on Thursday are officially dead. With a calendar now packed with over 400 bills just today, the odds are high that many measures, including key conservative priorities, will not make it across the finish line. The logjam follows months of slow movement. Despite convening on January 14th, the House didn't pass its first bills until April 1st. Even then, the calendar consisted of just 4 bills and 2 resolutions. None of them were considered major legislation. In contrast, the Senate passed its first bill, a school choice measure later signed by Governor Greg Abbott, back on February 5th. Now, early in the session, the House took frequently long weekends and delayed committee activity, a pace that has now come back to haunt some members as the deadline looms. Last night, tensions boiled over as lawmakers debated whether to keep working. Representative David Lowe called for a record vote on the motion to adjourn, which happened at around 10:45 p.m. Despite his objection, the motion passed 102 to 37 over the objections of several conservatives who argued that the House should have stayed late to tackle some of, at least, the mountain of remaining bills. Meanwhile, Democrats have begun using a delaying tactic known as chubbing. That's a process where lawmakers intentionally prolong debate on bills to slow the legislative process and, more importantly, to prevent other bills from being considered before that deadline. With only hours left, the House faces a choice: speed up or let the clock kill off dozens of conservative priorities. A controversial proposal to create a Texas-run guest worker program for Mexican laborers failed to pass the Texas House last night after sharp criticism from conservative lawmakers and near-unanimous Republican opposition. House Bill 2858 by Democrat Representative Ray Lopez from San Antonio would have directed the governor to seek federal approval to implement a guest worker program through a memorandum of understanding with Mexico. The program was intended to address labor shortages by allowing businesses to hire legal foreign workers through non-immigrant visas, according to the bill analysis. The bill's defeat comes as multiple Republican priority immigration enforcement bills, including E-Verify, ending in-state tuition for illegal aliens, others, remain stalled in the House, raising questions from conservatives about leadership's commitment to addressing illegal immigration. Only 9 Republicans broke with their party to vote for the bill. And I'll name names here. That was Drew Darby, Charlie Guerin, Ryan Guillen, Stan Lambert, Janie Lopez, John Lujan, Ken King, Candy Noble, and Denise Villalobos. The rest of the Republican caucus overwhelmingly voted against it. The proposal had drawn comparisons to a similar plan floated by President George W. Bush in 2004, which drew sharp criticism from conservatives at the time who argued it would incentivize more illegal immigration and would depress wages.
What are the important things out there in Texas politics and Texas news that matter to you, and what can you do about it? That's what we want to bring you with the Luke Macias Show on a weekly basis for 20 to 30 minutes. That way you can get the information and go do something for the rest of your week. I look forward to coming to you every Wednesday.
A pro-LGBT organization lists multiple taxpayer-funded entities in Houston as sponsors of their annual Pride Parade. The Pride Houston 365 sponsor list includes the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center, Harris County Precinct 1 Constable Alan Rosen's office, and Houston Metro, according to their website. Constable Rosen's contribution was at the platinum level, which a sponsorship presentation pitches as costing $48,000. Both MD Anderson and Houston Metro were credited with silver sponsorships. Those cost $12,000. Both Governor Greg Abbott and President Donald Trump have issued executive orders rejecting gender ideology and prohibiting taxpayer funding of such events. MD Anderson is funded in part by tax dollars, grants, and patient revenue. For more of today's stories, go to TexasScorecard.com.